All right, guys, let's continue. So we're going to go and continue with, again, like my favorite brand here, which is Ulysse Nardin. This is a very cool watch from Ulysse Nardin. This is another limited edition, Eric. So this is their Hammerhead limited edition. The MSRP on this guy is about $12,000. The website price on this one is a little bit less than $12,000. So this has actually held its value pretty well in the secondary market because of scarcity, because of the number of complications. This is actually the only unit available in the United States of the Hammerhead limited edition. I think there's only 2 other editions available across the globe. So this is a very rare watch. And for the Ulysse Nardin diving enthusiast, it's extremely sought after. And you'll see here that this is actually numbered to 82 out of 300 pieces. So only 300 of these pieces were actually produced. You've got just a number of complications. I think what's very distinguishing about this piece, obviously, you've got that hammerhead motif on the dial. As I kind of rotate, you can see, oh, that's a money shot right there, right? So look at the hammerhead, especially up around like the 12 o'clock. Very cool feature. And again, this is why I love Ulysse Nardin. They just do such a good job with design and the details, and they just hit it out of the park every single time. So this is a 44 millimeter case. So this is another big one. This is too big for me to wear, which really sucks. I would love to be able to wear this watch and not get, kind of funny looks, but the way that the lugs are shaped, maybe I could pull it off on like a good day, but not really. It really is just a little bit too big for my wrist. I'd recommend you need at least like kind of maybe a 7 1/4 to pull this guy off. And what's actually also pretty unique about this watch and what makes it pretty sought after in the connoisseur and enthusiast world of watchmaking is that it's actually the very first time that UN put a chronograph on a dive watch. So usually the dive watches have the bezels. This one obviously has a bezel, and that's what traditionally divers will use to manage their time while they're diving. This actually has a chronograph function, so you can kind of use both features if you were to take this guy where it really belongs, which is the deep ocean. You've got the chronograph, as I mentioned before, so you've got the start here, and then you've got the stop here, and then this is the reset pusher. And you've got the 3 and 6 and 9. You've got different chronograph functions there as well. And then at the 6 o'clock, you've got the date box. So a lot of complications on this watch. Very large hands, obviously, for legibility. This is also one that does glow in the dark. And look, I think this is a watch that screams adventure. It screams adrenaline. It screams masculinity, right? Like this is a guy's watch. And this is why I also love Ulysse Nardin. So like, let's say that you meet a guy, or like you meet 2 guys at a networking event, and you've got this like Ulysse Nardin on, and then you meet another guy that is wearing a Rolex Submariner. Like I'm telling you that the guy that's wearing this Ulysse Nardin, the guy that's wearing the IWC Big Pilot, have a conversation with that guy. There's going to be some interesting story. You're going to want to be friends with that guy. You're going to walk away being like, wow, that was a really cool dude. That's not a conversation that you can have with somebody, in my opinion, that's wearing a Rolex Submariner. I'm not a fan of the Rolex Submariner. It's a very popular watch, but like there's so much better value in the watch world. And I just think that the Rolex Submariner, it's predictable, it's expected, it's boring, and it actually doesn't feel very good at all when you're actually handling it. It feels so light and cheap. A piece like this, Ulysse Nardin, a piece like anything that we're talking about here, you can actually invest into these pieces less than a Rolex Submariner in the secondary market and get something that's just way cooler, right? And this is a great business networking piece. It's a piece of wearable art. This is a super masculine watch that is for the adventure, it's for the diver, it's for the connoisseur, for the enthusiast, and that's why it is one of the most sought after models across Ulysse Nardin. We here at Timely Souls are in possession of it. We are the steward of this piece, the only business in the US with it. And then you'll see a couple others spread across the United States, but that is pretty much it.